There, Aries. Welcome to your reading for the week of February 20th. This week, definitely check out astrojar.com for more awesome readers and astrologers. Also, I am going to be doing monthly readings. Don't worry. Everybody's been asking where the monthly readings are. While I was sick for the past 2 months, I needed to take a break, so I had to eliminate some videos. But actually, after I stop shooting these videos, I'm going to start shooting March's. And March's monthly videos will be up by next week. So I'm not stopping doing monthlies or anything like that. I just had to take a quick break. But let's see what's going on for you, Aries, for the week of February 20th. Yeah, let's see here. Could be interesting with that eclipse this week as well. Is that this week? That eclipse will be on Sunday, so it could be very interesting. Let's see. You start off with the Nine of Diamonds, ending of cycles. Definitely, you have a lot of ending cards here. So again, with that eclipse, that would make a lot of sense. Nine of Diamonds also a very good card for money, making money. Great card for paying off debts, looking into debts. Great card for getting loans as well, and it's even a great card for paying for things. This card, it always brings the money back. It's a card where it says, you know, maybe you're like in a situation where you kind of have the money to pay to fix your car, but you kind of don't. And it's one of those cards that says pay to get the car fixed, because guess what? It's going to come right back to you. So very good card for money. And it's a card that represents financial responsibility. So once you take that responsibility, that's when you kind of get the reward. Next, you have the Jack of Spades, card of being very resourceful and looking at your resources, looking at what you have, and trying to kind of make things work. I always say this card reminds me of like taking two seemingly unrelated things and like mixing them together to get something else. So that might be confusing, but it's kind of like one of those cards like in business. It's where you start a business between two things that don't seem related, but they kind of are. And then like mixing them together. It is about trying different things. It's also a card that says be careful of friends, be careful of lending money to friends this week or anything like that. This card can kind of say that if a friend comes to you, and especially if they have like a sob story or something like that, it might not actually be very beneficial to give them the money, because they, especially if they're the type of person who's always asking for money, then you're not actually helping them by giving them money. And this card also says you're not going to get it back. I normally don't say that, but you also have the Queen of Spades. I think when the two cards come up together, you could have people trying to take advantage of your energy in general. That includes money or just your time. So be very careful with your time and just energy that you give out to people this week. Next, you have the Ace of Spades, overcoming obstacles, and also represents existing problems being resolved. So great card to get for you this week. Kind of like a death card. Again, the eclipse. You have the Queen of Spades, this Queen of Spades here would represent this eclipse. So I think there's going to be literally kind of like a rebirth for you after this eclipse in a lot of ways. And that's what this card represents. It also represents victory, getting some sort of victory, winning in some way, and seeing some kind of solid wins come in for you. Next, you have the Six of Hearts. Six of Hearts is a very good card of negotiation. If you're involved in any negotiations, or even any contracts, any legal battles, anything along those lines, very positive for that. Great card for turnaround type energy, seeing a turnaround, especially I would say if you're closer to the Pisces side of things, then I think that you could definitely see a lot of turnaround energy. It doesn't mean if you're later that you're not going to see a turnaround. I just think maybe this turnaround could be in a different way. This could also mean this is an interesting card as well, because I think for like a small percentage of you, it could mean meeting somebody who's very important to you. This card is kind of like a soulmate card. It's like a mind, body, spirit connection, on both sides. It's that perfect plugging in of two people. And you have the Jack of Hearts coming up next, which could be somebody who's interested in you. Could be an admirer. Having an admirer, so that's nice if you're single and looking. For the rest of you, this card does represent needing to have more fun, needing to socialize, needing to meet new people and kind of open up to new people. It can represent some anxieties coming up this time, but they're just things that you need to work through, things that you need to face, and I would say with this card you will. Finally, you have the Queen of Spades, again, representing the eclipse, very interesting at the end of the week, and also kind of like a card of needing to jump into something as well. Kind of the message I'm getting off this week, the card this week, and again, not a usual message. I don't think Aries ever gets like usual messages off of these cards. Is it's kind of like I think if you're looking to start a business, especially, the universe is kind of like asking you to prove it first. And so it wants you to put in some work into whatever you want to start first, and then you'll start to see resources coming in. So I would encourage you to do that. And also the same thing with a relationship. I think that if you want a relationship, this card is asking you to kind of like prove it first, and by maybe putting yourself out there in a new way, or socializing in a new way, and then the universe will kind of bring you what you want. Kind of a weird message, but a good one. So yeah, it looks like an interesting week for you. Thank you for watching, and enjoy it.